It's time to review Pixel Strike 3D. If it wasn't for the really obvious music I put in comparison right next to this showcase of this game is clearly inspired by Pixel 3D in the way that it works, even on its style. I will say why Pixel Strike 3D is not only a good game, but it's something that Pixel 3D shouldn't have turned out as it was, because this is the game that made Pixel 3D look bad in comparison. This is the review of Pixel Strike.
Shipyard, oh god.
I think it's my favorite map personally.
Nice, I gave you that cowboy trailer.
Yeah.
Nice, Hanu.
Hello gamers, YoGamer24 here, ready to do this YoGamer24 video game review about Pixel Strike 3D and telling you why this game is not only good, but it's a better version of Pixel Gun 3D and what it should have been, just like I mentioned before. We're going to review this video game by looking at its story, gameplay, and graphics. But before we go into that with detail, how about if I tell you why I wanted to make this video in the first place? Okay. So, this video is already, off script and all of that, like I said before. But basically, I wanted to do this video because, man, I love this game. Because, basically, long story short, I don't know, if you'll remember Pixel on 3D, sadly, the game is basically dead for very obvious reasons I'm gonna go on later. I mean, for the love of God, they added a Battle Royale mode for some reason, and it's complete garbage. Anyways, I wanted to make this video because, I remember once a time when Pixel Gun 3D was good, and they didn't have a Battle Royale mode, I think it was in my early preteens, if I'm not wrong. I can't say exactly when, but definitely early preteens until probably 15 years old, I think, that I used to play that game a lot. I remember everything. I had the red minigun, the 2 double machetes, the fidget spinner gun, and everything. But eventually the game was lacking content. It was getting bad, getting unnecessary modes and everything. And overall the quality control was just bad, and I kind of fell off from it. And unexpectedly enough, I never expected to technically return to it by the apparent I think it was either the second or the best free game on Xbox. If I'm not wrong, I'll probably put it on the screen, but I don't think I'm joking with a fact. I literally just randomly found this all on my Xbox thing while playing with some friends, and ever since, I just really like this game. This game, it's just fun. It's actually fun. They actually add stuff that I wanted and all. And yeah, I'm gonna go into further detail why it's good. But basically, like I said before, this game is fun because it's something that Pixel 3D, something that, how do I say this? It was something that Pixel 3D was, and then it should have turned out, just like I said before. And yeah, let's do this. Story. There's no story to the game, not even a basic campaign. It would be cool if they had it, but never mind, let's move on. Gameplay. The gameplay. The most important part of not just the review, but of any video game review. This is where I will finally explain why this game is what Pixel Gun 3D shouldn't have turned out and what it should have become. Because Pixel Gun 3D has walked so that Pixel Strike can run. Well, How does this game compare to Pixel 3D, and why is this game good? Well, because as I show you on my Pantry Tower, my meat. What the hell? Oh my god! We're gonna show y'all by showing their weapons, modes, and of course my sexy self avatar because in this game we have modes such as quick play, competitive, custom games, and casual. And in these modes, there's different modes in between. But in quick play, it says in the bottom, it says that you can basically play any casual mode, which is basically I think free for all, gun game, stuff like that. It basically has all like those fun modes that Call of Duty Mobile has. But like yeah, and in competitive, there's stuff as specifically in here. There's like 3 modes of competitive: core, tactical, and capture the flag. And in core, there's free for all, team deathmatch, and gun game. Just those. And tactical is bomb defuse, get off the hill, and then capture the flag. It's capture the flag. And if you go to custom game, it's what you expect. You make your own custom game, like some sort of similar games. Like the thing this reminds me of, like of Show Shockers. Oh, well, like a name of the lobby. And basically it has the same modes. I think I didn't mention some modes, like as I say, like the modes again, which are like free for all, team deathmatch, bomb defuse. There's also infected. There apart from gun game, there's also a sandbox mode, which is okay, I guess. And again, we have capture the flag. There's been a lot of modes on here. I think I'm gonna have to do the casual part separate because like there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 modes, and I think this is the thing that makes this game not be a 10 out of 10. All I'm saying. But yeah, I guess those are all the modes, and then we go to the weapons, and it's called like the loadouts if I'm not wrong. Yeah, loadouts. So far I have like what 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 loadouts, and here there's like a ton of weapons. There's like how many? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whatever. Fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whatever 4x6 is. That's basically about a weapon. I'm not gonna count every single weapon, every reviewable weapon. That'll be kind of bonkers. And I think it's the same amount for like the secondary weapons. It's actually way less. It's like whatever 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Basically a 4x3, which is basically 12 weapons. Way less than the other one, but still a lot of good weapons and selections. And that's not even including like melee or like the equipment like such as bombs, nukes, or even the perks, or even the upgrades themselves. Like this game has a lot of options. And you would think that this is broken, but it's not. This game is very well balanced compared to like Pixel Guns 3D's, thing, apart from like loadouts, there's stuff like this is just extra stuff. Just like the usual stuff is like customization. This thing I love the customization here has like custom skins and all. This game has its own currency, but the good thing about this is dude, somehow, okay, look, I'm not a big fan of battle passes, but that's a battle pass that you don't have to pay to unlock something like a Fortnite, right? I can't believe I'm saying this, but like it's a battle pass that you actually can win by just winning the fucking game. You don't have to buy it to even unlock the stuff that you need. I guess apart from that, there's like the shop. There's a lot more customizable shit. Really, it's not like freaking Pixel on 3D. Like you have to like buy like the stuff to buy OP weapons, and it only gives you the parts. No, you only get customization for the guns. And it's just for customization, which is a very good thing. It's a very good thing. I'm not sure if I'm making any sense, but yeah, I guess that you can see the grind, which is what the gold currency here is, and the other one, which you can grind, but I'm not gonna lie, I still wasted some money, but I still grinded for the what is called the P money, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Other stuff such as like clan mode. Like you can have like daily tasks and like a VIP thing, something called Prestige. There's still a lot I'm learning from this game, but it's still kind of a lot. Well, what are these games features and game modes? We're gonna do a little bit of transmission for the game feel because every game needs to be shown the way that it feels while it's being played with. It's a very big important factor as to why a game could be fun or not, or sometimes not just fun, just a good game in general and its vibes. And with this, I'm gonna make a quick transition to the gameplay part. Whatever that part ends, I want to put like the little tag where you guys can skip at. And yeah, and before I show you the gameplay itself, just the bare gameplay that I played with someone else called Jake. Thanks, Jake, for the clips that you gave me for this thing. Then yeah, if y'all like this video so far, just 10 likes. 10 likes, and I'll review in 2 videos all the weapons, each of the weapons in full detail, along with the maps. And yeah, let's do this. It's time to show the gameplay. Now check this out.
It's
Yeah.
about to kill you and everybody else, and the kid saves you. Like, how are you gonna fucking hate that?
I guess so, yeah. But at least from where I can see, I don't know why, it kind of reminds me of The Last of Us 2 and people hating it for the story, or at least for the wrong reasons.
Here's the question: what do you think of that scene in particular?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't think much of it, but I don't think it ruins the game itself or the story even.
I gotta ask, okay, do you hate or like AJ?
Yeah, I don't really care about them.
Oh, you really don't. You kind of neutral, like don't care at all.
Yeah, I'm kind of neutral with them.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think people honestly were a little bit too hard on the damn fucking kid in the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. I think they probably were. Oh, someone's joined.
No, and here's the thing, like,
Yeah.
even if you're trying to be pacifist, that is literally self-defense.
It is, yeah.
No. Here's the thing. Somehow that was controversial, and not, and even and the other thing that was less controversial when he fucking shot. I always forgot that name. That nigga who looks like a Stranger Things character with the fucking cringy ass haircut. I hate that haircut.
Can't
The
remember.
blonde guy.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
What the hell was that terrible cut with like the hair behind you and nothing on the sides?
I don't
Oh,
remember, to be honest. And
yeah,
I
but you know
will.
what I'm talking.
I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Fuck, is
I
that less controversial than that? That should be more controversial. Cause like, okay, yes, the nigga might have sold kids, but
Oh, that is actually really bad.
he sold kids, right? But
Yeah.
like, here's the thing: what's worse, selling a kid to a camp of fucking killers that could easily wipe the entire place out, or just let them all die? Like, I'm gonna be real.
I don't.
You know, more controversial because, like, yes, AJ has a reason to shoot it, but at the exact same time, it's not the worst thing. Like, you know, it's kind of a gray spot for a reason, but at least in my opinion, if we ended up doing it for everyone else's safety, like, in my opinion, like, I wouldn't kill the nigga. I will sure be very mad and conflicted, but in that survival scenario, I would just kick him out of the camp. I'm gonna be real. I wouldn't just fucking not even let him speak and shoot him through the fucking head.
I would tell him to piss off.
Yeah, you wanna just fucking shoot him into the fucking head. You understand where I'm going with this, right?
I do understand where you're going with this. Yes.
Oh, like, dude, like, I fucking hate those niggas who hate the fourth season. Like, dude, like, here's the thing, man, like...
But I can understand why. I get that, but I can understand why people might be disappointed by certain things.
You remember that black smiley guy? It's the same one from before.
Yeah, but hey, he wasn't that bad, in my opinion. What's
I was saying, like, we do another game.
Yeah.
As much as I wanted to be about AJ, there was too much backlash for fucking AJ that they're not probably gonna do it.
Probably not. I think they've already finished the story after Telltale shut down in the. Well, I think. Yeah, well, I think it was. Yeah, I guess so. But after Telltale shut down and Skybound Games finished the series, I think that was finally set in stone. I don't think they're gonna do any more.
Dude, the thing that actually kind of surprised me is that even though like Jesus from the Walking Dead was in the games,
yeah,
it's that like it wasn't canon to the actual series.
Yeah.
Or even the comics actually.
Mm.
You know, Glenn appears like he's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Like I'm surprised that from all those fucking decisions that they were taking earlier on seasons, I think they would just at that point make fucking Clementine canon to the fucking TV show.
I could.
Probably make it better. I will be real.
But I've never. Are there any correlation between the TV show and the game?
Not at all.
So saying that you either watch the full-on video, including the gameplay vibes part, unless you watch the video, skip the vibes part, which are low attention span self. Then now I'm gonna finally, after all this time, talk about the gameplay part of this video in its full detail as to what I fully think and everything. We're gonna start with the basic modes, and well, here are my thoughts. Well, we're gonna start with what I've shown before, basically just now, about the gameplay feel. Not counting that this game is basically pixel on 3D but better. The game basically is if you made Minecraft, Call of Duty, and especially CSGO make a baby, and that baby is Pixel Strike. This game is a more simpler but very good first-person shooter. Like, it's so good, man. Like, I love the controls. I'll go later on the controls separately on the gameplay part. But like sometimes you don't need to do a lot for gameplay. Just have a simple enough. Because here's the thing: as much as I personally, before I interrupt myself once again. Personally, I'm a big fan of the shooters. Should have like a bajillion things and options when you're playing, like silent and all that. But sometimes I don't like that. Sometimes I like it to be simple. Just run, shoot, throw a grenade. Because sometimes simpler is better than having a lot, because sometimes having a lot, it's too much. And this game's simplicity, well, in its gameplay, makes the feeling just genuine, more oddly real. This game is just, a simple first-person pixelated first-person shooter that, makes you wanna pew 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 pew. Well then, let's finally talk in full detail about the modes in this game for the gameplay part of this section. I think what I'm going to do is this. I want to talk about the best mode and the worst mode on here, because a lot of the stuff on here is what you usually expect of first-person shooters, such as the team deathmatch, free-for-all, and that's what you expect. But I'm going to start doing this, but again, doing the best mode and the worst mode. Let's start with the best mode on here. It's bomb defuse. So there's a lot of bomb defuse like games on other first-person shooters, but personally for me, a lot of them are never enjoyable because the whole point is to defuse a bomb, and it doesn't feel like a mission that you have to, or else the game you lose, everything is screwed. But in here, I like the twist that once you die, it's over. It's like you really have to strategize to either support your teams or to go to the bomb that has to be defused. Or else, if you die, you're gonna have to wait up for the rest of the match and hope that your teams get the best of it. So I think that'll be the best mode on here because, again, it actually makes you strategize and it's all balanced and all of that. And I'm gonna go with the worst mode, which is from the casual mode. A lot of the stuff from the casual mode is either just okay. I like some of them more than others, especially the one that's like you can run around and do parkour. I don't remember what it's called. But the worst mode on there, it's the Squid Game. Yeah, man, we don't need the Squid Game. We don't need the Squid Game. But overall, I think that the modes on here, it's everything that you want, including for YOLO casuals, but even for the pros as well. This stuff is like the leaderboards and all that. But for me personally, Even if you're just gonna play this game casually, or maybe you want to challenge by playing bundle views and like team deathmatch, these modes are very good for you. And as long as this game, compared to Pixel Strike 3D, doesn't keep adding more stuff that's unnecessary, like this great game, I think we're pretty alright. So the game modes on there are pretty awesome. Alright, I want to talk about the control, just like I mentioned before. So the control, for the most part, is like every other first-person shooter, but there is some big distinctions, I think that's the word. I don't remember the word, but there's a lot of different factors on the controls that make this not the same as every first-person shooter, but basically still the same. First of all, at least the controls that I'm using, it's Xbox One controllers. So trigger for shooting, the other trigger for like aiming. All of y'all that play Xbox, you know how it is. So basically, in this game, you cannot slide. You cannot crouch. I don't even think there's like other like stuff that like similar to that. I can't think about my mind right now, but basically, it's run, jump, and that's basically it. I mean, you can reload and stuff. And, you have your primary and second thing for the controllers, which should change for the thing. But overall, the controls are pretty good. And I'm gonna be honest. Again, even though it's more simpler, even has slightly less things, it's more better. Because like if this game had like sliding or like anything else, including the crouching, I'm gonna be real. It would have been clunky, especially the sliding. Because man, sliding in games, first-person shooters especially, it either hits or it doesn't. Graphics. Hello there, YoGamer24 here. Before we start the last part of the YouTube video, I'm gonna do an editor announcement. I forgot to make a whole different section planned way before all of these sections, before this last section, which will be the graphics. So I'm putting what was going to be originally the soundtrack part to the graphics part. And yeah. They're both going to be in the same part, if you're questioning that. And yeah, let's do graphics.
Alright, let's talk about graphic. What is he doing here?
Hello, it is me, Jake, who is also a username, former YouTube creator, and current non-consistent Twitch streamer. So you might remember me from a few videos ago, and as you now know, I'm the one who's been asked by YoGamer to review the graphics. And there's honestly not much to say about them, to be honest. I mean, I have things to say about them, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm a gamer myself. I like graphics and visuals, I swear! So, depending on which map you play it on, it can have a very different feel to it in terms of graphically. Whenever the game tries to look or feel more realistic, or steals a map from an already existing game, I think the lighting can look pretty good in my opinion. The lighting can blend really well in my opinion on certain maps. And on other maps that I would say feel a bit more cartoony, the colours can also fit pretty well with the presentation and style of certain maps, especially combined with the lighting. That doesn't mean it's perfect, however. Some maps, while looking I guess decent enough, it can feel a bit bland with the colour choices in my opinion, especially with maps that kind of feel basic. And even the ones that I like, it still doesn't really say a lot in terms of visual style, or even the theme of some maps, in my opinion. And apart from those, that's all I can really say on the graphics. I mean, the character models look square and rectangular, and you can make your own and put it up on your wall and admire it. I still think that gameplay is more important, and I don't think it's entirely fair to put graphics ahead of gameplay, despite what I've said earlier. But I think the graphics do help with the feel of the game, and I don't think they did a bad job at it at all. I just don't think there's that much to talk about it. But it still looks better than Pixel Gun 3D.
Thank you, little stickman. Now back to me.
I'm not gonna go on a long ass dialogue about this, but all I'm gonna say is that yeah, what this man is saying about the graphics is right. it's not a strong suit, but it still looks better than Pixel Gun. And in the end, gameplay is what matters the most. And how about if now I explain after my man Jake, which again, thanks for the video, and I'm sure that you guys did not expect that the guy who helped me do this video was gonna join in as a feature, which I did in secret intentionally. Then yeah, I'm gonna now talk about the music of this game, and then we'll probably do a conclusion, unless this video ends being 30 minutes, because you know this thing is already too long. But anyways, let me talk about the music for a second, alright, ladies? Welcome to the music part of the graphics section. As I take a deep breather, we're gonna talk about how any type of music in a video game, no matter what type of music it is in the genre that it is the video game genre, it can all work well in any worst game scenario, any worst case scenario in a game. A game can be terrible but have an amazing soundtrack. And again, what this game lacks on graphics, it for sure does not lack in the soundtrack. Most of the soundtrack that I've used from the game, I actually used it on this exact video that you guys been watching on. How about we just take a listen to the soundtrack before I talk about why this game's soundtrack is so good, and it's the thing that's good while the graphics lack in comparison. My busted up. Well, hello. It's your DJ 24. Ready to talk about the music of this game. Here's the thing. As I busted down, something that I definitely do not like doing. Something that I do not enjoy doing. Something that I suck at. That I'm gonna tell you why the song of this game it's not really bad at all. Even the one that's just like the worst, which is the Halloween one, which is okay. It's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. Like, overall, none of the songs on this game are bad. Like, I'm gonna be busting it down just like I'm doing every song. And honestly, for me, my personal favorite has to be Factory. Drop that shit. Honestly, the worst one, even though still good, it's just okay, Halloween. And the best one, Factory. The reason I'm saying that is because, like, overall, like I said beforehand, this game does not lack on the music compared to the graphics. Like, it's just a completely different banger, and it does give them a better vibe, and honestly, overall, the music of this game is amazing. How about we finish this with an epic conclusion? We're gonna conclude this by saying that even though Pixel Strike 3D is not perfect, it is still a way better game than what Pixel 3D ended up turning out. Because this game, with its amazing gameplay, even though not amazing graphics, but still way more good-looking graphics than Pixel 3D ever has had, and with its amazing soundtrack, this game is not only just good, but it has more of a soul. Something that Pixel 3D has kind of missed over the years, and you know. This game is underrated and a masterpiece, and like I said in the title, like I said in the beginning, everything that Pixel Gun 3D should have been like Pixel Strike, because Pixel Strike 3D is what Pixel Gun 3D should have been. Ladies and gentlemen, peace.